Hello everyone, welcome to my channel World of AWS. I hope you all are doing good. So we are continuing with Terraform tutorial, and in this video we are going to discuss about for each meta argument in Terraform. So in Terraform, the for each meta argument is used to create multiple instances of a resource or module based on map or set of string. Okay, it's a way to dynamically provision infrastructure using iterable data like list or maps. Okay, so whenever you are working with for each meta argument, you have to use map or set of strings so that for each meta argument will create the resources according to the map or set of string, like whatever string or map you have defined. Okay, so what for each does actually, so it allow us to looping over the map or set of string. Okay, so each loop iteration create one instance of a resource or module. Okay, each instance is uniquely identified by a key or value. So we have note here, if your resources are almost identical, count is appropriate. If distinctive value are needed in the argument, usage of for each is recommended. Okay, so if your resources are almost identical, means you are not going to use like set and map. Okay, in your Terraform configuration to create the resources. Okay, then you can use count. But if you want distinctive value, okay, like in the form of key value pair or in the form of set, then you need to use for each meta argument. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss difference between count versus for each meta argument. Okay, so here we have feature, here we have count meta argument, here we have for each meta argument. Okay, so the first feature is data type. It allow the feature of the data type in the count. It uses number, okay, as an integer, and for each it uses a map or set, as we have already discussed here, right? The second feature is indexing. Count uses number indexing like 0, 1 like that, and for each uses key or string for indexing. Okay, it uses wave 1, wave 2 like that. Okay, so and then the another feature is flexible ID. Okay, so count uses no name access, so it have count does not have any name access like we have wave 1, wave 2. Okay, but for each have the name access via key. So whatever value you are going to define as a key, you can, so for each can use that key as a name. Okay, and as a flexible ID. So let's go ahead and try this in the real time so that we can understand it. Okay, so let me define here provider, that is AWS, and region US -East -1. Okay, so now we are going to define variable. Okay, bucket underscore name. Okay, then variable type will be list, and I am going to use a string. Okay, so if you want, you can also use map and a string, but you have to define in the form of key value pair. So we are also going to see that. Okay, so here we are going to define the default value. So let me hit enter here, let me hit enter. Okay, so value we are going to define prod test dev instance dev bucket u2. Okay, so let me copy this so that I can easily copy and paste it, right? and let me give comma here. Okay, so let me give comma here. So here I am going to use QA stage, and here I am going to use prod. Okay, so we have successfully defined our value here in the form of list. Okay, so now let's go and create the resource AWS underscore s3 underscore bucket. Okay, and here I am going to use bucket name, so that is fine here. And now we have to use the for each meta argument. Okay, so let's define for each, and as we are we have defined here this in form of list. Okay, so we have to convert this list into the set, so that for each will use that list, okay, in the form of set. So we have to use toSet function. Okay, and then var dot bucket name. Okay, so toSet function, what it will do, it will convert this name, the list name, okay, into the set. Okay, and then after that for each will use, because for each does not work with list. Okay, so you have to keep this point whenever you are working with for each meta argument. So here we have to define bucket. Okay, so what we are going to use, we are going to use each dot key. So here we have key value. Okay, we don't have like this list in the form of key value pair. Okay, because a list does not support like that. So we are not using set and map. Okay, here our object data type. So then after that we are going to define tags. Okay, so let me define env is equal to each dot key. Okay, and let me go back, let me save it. Okay, so now let's understand how this for each will loop and it will create all of like 4 S3 bucket. So the for each will go here and look for the variable value. Okay, var dot bucket name, and it will loop for all of the instances. Instances means whatever resources, how many resources we are going to create. We have 4 instances here. Okay, so it will loop for the for 4 time, and it will create all 4 S3 bucket. Okay, and then after that we are using bucket equal to each dot key. So it will keep the bucket name as we have defined here, and as I have already explained, we are using toSet function here. Okay, to convert this list into the set. Okay, so that for each can use. If we do not use toSet, then for each will not going to create like our resources. So if you want to see that, let me remove that. Okay, and let me save it. Okay, and let me open the terminal, and let's see what error we are getting here. Terraform init. Now let's run Terraform plan. Let's see, as you can see here, invalid for each argument on for each line number 16. So line number 16, as you can see here. Okay, in the resource AWS S3 bucket for each var dot bucket name. Var dot bucket name is a list of string. Okay, the given for each argument value is unsuitable the for each argument must be a map or set of a string, and you have provided a value type list or a string. Okay, so that's why I am using toSet function, okay, to convert the list into the set. Okay, I hope it's clear now. var dot bucket name, let me save this change. Okay, now let's run Terraform plan. As you can see, plan 4 to add, right? So let's run Terraform apply to create the resources, right? So we want to create the resources. So our resources is getting created. So let's wait for few seconds. So as you can see, our 4 bucket that we have defined here, that got created, right? So let's go into the AWS console and verify it if the bucket is exists there or not. Okay, so let me jump here. If I go here and if I refresh this, as you can see, we have 4 bucket: prod, test, dev bucket, prod, test, prod bucket, YouTube, prod, test, and prod, test, stage, YouTube. Okay, as we have defined here, right, each dot key. So we have defined prod, okay, for, and here we have defined dev QA. So in the same format, this configuration created 4 S3 bucket, okay, using for each meta argument. So if you don't want to define like this, then you can also use map, okay, and a string. Okay, but here you have to define, if you are using map here, then you have to define here key and the value. Okay, you need to add key here, okay, if you are defining map. Okay, and you have to remove the toSet function here, because its map is already supported whenever you are using it. Okay, map is already supported by for each. Okay, so I hope it's clear now and you are able to understand the for each meta argument. Okay, and you are able to create resources using for each meta argument in dynamic way. Okay, if you have any query, any confusion regarding this video, do let me know in the comment section, and please do not forget to subscribe my channel. And if you are new to my channel, then do check out my other playlist as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.